everyone, welcome back to, Celtic Phoenix Productions reactions to Genlock. The reason I say that is because I seem to be the only consistent person in these things besides Toppy. And, actually, no, I know, because Toppy wasn't technically in the last one, and that's over on Tom's channel. So, but it's actually not up yet, because Tom isn't done editing it yet, because Tom bit off more than he could chew.
And it wasn't up to me, so...
Poor work.
Yes.
He's not used to having that monster.
Yeah. So, basically, last episode, things happened.
Really?
That's
No
a really
way. Oh my
generous
God, I
description
know.
of last episode. Let me just tell you that.
Listen here, Fatman. Listen here.
General
I'm
Grievous.
back!
Yes, yeah. Fatman is back temporarily because Tom has decided that he's still going to keep up with the show, but he is burning out in reactions, kind of like what happened last time with was it RWBY or was it My Hero Academia? I can't remember.
No, I think Tom was in all the My Heroes.
My Heroes. Well,
He might have missed one, but I don't. He didn't burn out on those.
But he has burned out recently, so we're giving him a bit of a break. He's still in the middle of editing the last reaction, so I imagine that's going to keep him pretty busy. So in the last episode, we had the rescue of ProZD. That was him. Yeah. We had the General Grievous bot. We had Best Girl going absolutely bonkers.
Worst girl.
Steroids.
Mental steroids. Which is the worst kind of steroids.
If she had a dream.
Yeah, she has post-traumatic stress, but she's dealing with it.
She had a dream that robots and furries could live.
A dream that a cyborg furries will one day exist.
Okay, I wasn't in the episode 4 reaction, but I gotta say, like, the best thing about Genlock so far is that the furries are completely and utterly, unconditionally accepted as normal.
They're completely accepted. Completely fucking accepted. And like,
it's like... you use a guy avatar? That's weird. Your hair is slightly longer than it is in real life? That's weird. You have dark eye makeup? That's weird. Meanwhile, fucking, like, 2-foot-tall rabbit furry right there, everybody's like, yeah, she's perfectly normal. We have no problems with anything that's happening right here.
In place of the sexual revolution, you had a furry revolution that happened.
I know. I don't care about the Union. I don't care about Vanguard. I need a historical documentary about why furries are so cool in the Genlock world.
Unless it is shown otherwise, furries control the world.
It's true.
Unless it is shown otherwise.
Well,
don't tell me you're complaining about this. I hope you're happy about it.
All right. Let's actually move on to this next episode proper, because I'm actually excited to see what happens.
And I wasn't complaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No complaining.
Yeah. Again.
No complaining at all.
No
complaining allowed.
For real though, in the last episode, what'd you call it, General Grievous mech or whatever?
Yeah, General Grievous.
He said words.
Yeah,
he said Miranda.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty
right,
cool.
Right.
He said Miranda.
We're
he said the good times roll, and then he said Toppy. No,
copy. Roger.
So something like that.
Yeah. What was it? He said something else.
You are a bold one.
But basically, it's looking like he. Oh, that's right. He said basically the line that that his mother said to his little sister.
You can't shut up or whatever since your birthday or something like that.
Yeah, you haven't shut up since your birthday, something like that. Something along those lines. Regardless, it's looking like somehow Chase is connected to this thing, and I'm kind of curious about that. My theory is that either they have the real Chase or they have a copy of the real Chase. One or the other.
The brain, right? Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Like they have something of his or whatever.
Yeah. So let's see how this goes.
Yep.
Everyone loaded up and ready to go?
Here we go.
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
I was thinking if General Grievous is that woman who died in the first episode. The other pilot?
Oh,
Lindsay?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very long shot, but
I mean, that would be a really
No.
weird choice because, like, we didn't
Yeah.
like. Honestly, like I think Fatman is right in some regard that we could have used an episode or two to establish characters before people started dying off.
Yeah.
Um,
Everybody says, let the good times roll
Like,
in the Genlock universe.
Spoiler for Madoka Magica for anyone that's not seen it. Cover your ears for like the next 5
Why
seconds.
are you watching this if you haven't seen Madoka Magica?
You should go watch
yet?
Madoka Magica, but
Work your way.
it takes
work
3
your way from
episodes
good quality to
before
bad
they kill off a
quality.
character that has been established since episode 1, and established in a really fun, cool way. So it's like,
and it's also as a surprise. Like
also, this is a good song. I don't care.
no,
Yep.
it's not.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, sexy
I
ass
literally
song.
cannot remember this song, like ever, except when we
Well,
watch
that
when we
sounds
do
like a
when we
you
do
problem
these when we
and
do
not a
these
song
reactions
problem.
because how forgettable and terrible this song is.
I want to hear the full thing.
It's got that heavy distortion kind of like groove to
The
it.
first opening of Dragon Ball Super is more memorable. Than...
Oh,
What was
that was
that?
different. That was
What
different.
was that?
That was a different. Are there 2
Whoa.
chases? I guess. I
There's
mean, are
gotta
we-
be. Okay, they just
Okay,
fucking told
let's
it.
see.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Shh.
Fight it.
Dude,
Time
walk.
to one of those opening lines.
If you can do that, wouldn't
I
you?
was gonna say, wouldn't you? Would
Yeah,
you?
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't want to surprise people.
I know things look
Okay.
pretty messed up, but I wanted to check in.
How many of you are there?
Only me I know.
Only you. And the other mecha that talked like you with your moves. Only you.
I promise you, I'm gonna find out what's up. So, are
To know what we are if I don't even know what you are.
Miranda?
If
You're
that
dating
thing
someone
that
else.
just attacked us is also
Yeah, I know. She's taken, buddy.
both.
Slow your
neither,
roll.
Or did my chase die 4 years ago?
Your choice?
Technically, yes. He died.
He just fucking.
He just pissed out. He was like, I'm a typical man that doesn't know how
Wait,
to handle
wait.
feelings.
Wait, you
Peace.
want?
He should.
Wait, you want-
peace and then fade out.
Yeah.
Wait, you want
Don't
child
you wish you
support?
could do that?
You want child support? Fuck that noise.
You okay?
Oh,
No.
Caliban.
You and I owe Dr. Weller much. The benefit of the doubt at the very least.
Did he stop being transparent?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
No, he's still transparent.
No, yeah, he's still transparent. It's just.
Hard to see.
Oh god, yeah.
It's like 10%.
I mean, it's not super important.
And it's not.
Yeah, it's not super important.
Ah,
It's
that
just
doctor is
the-
totally coming back.
Then wherever home is for them.
Hey, GL. Dissect your mission performance.
You're relentless.
Gray, you don't want a review.
Party? Is that how the world works? You finish a mission and someone hangs a banner with your names on it, throws. Just be in North Common in an hour.
Okay, I hate that shoulder thing that characters
Yeah,
do. Like,
it's such a dumb cliche.
it's a cliche, and like, who actually does it?
No one.
No one.
School bullies on
Yeah,
the like 2nd grade.
Yeah, exactly.
While we're here, only
No.
every day since New York.
Oh god, the
Oh,
line!
red versus blue, you
red
piece of
versus
shit.
blue line.
It's requirement.
Pardon? To transfer back to the Vanguard.
Yeah.
And why you start? Both of you knew what this thing might be, and neither one of you told us what was up. That's
No.
Ray. It's GL Tech, isn't it?
God,
Yes.
I hate
That's
the way that this looks.
You're really gonna
Why did
make
they
me
put a
laugh?
hard line
Shh,
across
who's
his
running
face?
on it,
Yeah,
Doc?
it's white.
Please.
Shh. Another instance of you. Your nemesis.
Copies.
I said I wasn't making copies. I never said I couldn't. Or didn't. Backing you up the instant the Genlock initiative began.
Like, back.
Oh,
that ass
oh,
up, back
backstory.
that ass up.
I was about to say that finally
As the
something.
first person,
Good old flashbacks.
you were designated one of the most valuable members of the Vanguard of the entire. When they detected your S&R beacon, you provided a much-needed glimmer of hope after such.
This music though, fucking nice.
Why is it playing here though?
Well, it's dramatic slow-mo, quiet scene.
Yeah, but this is meaningless. We've
And
seen
you
what
took
happened.
The deal. Worked in secret.
They're trying to manipulate us into thinking it's sad instead of like a major.
Well, guess
dick
what,
movie.
Fatman? It is, okay? Shut the fuck up.
It's not.
Oh,
Who are we
fuck.
supposed to feel sad for? This guy is
Me.
like.
No,
Okay,
I refuse.
alright. It's sad. It's sad for Dashie.
And then you can move on. Go ahead.
Like this is like a
Wow,
betrayal.
it's
It's
essentially
beautiful.
like,
This piano is
fucking tank
beautiful.
was
I don't care.
moving.
I don't care.
well, I'm just gonna say the what was it? The still life challenge? The
The mannequin.
Chase's
mannequin
tank
challenge.
was glitching out.
Learned how
Well,
to
it was,
run. And then it was time.
you didn't see that, right? Chase's tank was glitching.
Yeah, I think that might be just an animation error. Immediately falls, kills everyone there.
Precisely two. Every time we uploaded
Two.
you to one, we shunted a copy to the other. Anticipated.
YOLO.
Your successes were incredibly encouraging. The Colonel's interest in Genlog as did the Union's. It went waiting. Threw everything they had into capturing you.
Okay.
So
Spider.
that's the original Chase is with the Union now.
That's what I'm just asking. That was the original.
Yeah.
We had your body.
Yeah.
Okay, that is
Except for the
actually
body.
kind of cool.
Fuck.
Made you whole again. The practice of copying ended. Continued.
Because he did say copies.
You told
Had a malfunction, and the system was offline for a couple of hours before we could restore you. Yes,
No shit.
I lied.
Yep, it's war.
Okay, I'm okay. I'm overall okay with this.
Yeah, this is actually a good development. They
You saw it
found the
before
base.
it appeared?
Hey, that's the thing that attacked New York. That's the thing that destroyed the Statue of Liberty.
Uh-huh.
He could probably still hear you. I mean, his hologram isn't his ears.
Yeah, but, you know, principle.
Hammett has dropped quantum cloak. Distance 2 clicks. Scramble alert fighters. Ground companies to follow plan.
All right, so have you seen this really old movie, Empire Strikes Back?
Continue deploying defense.
code as Lieutenant Chase's.
Now everyone else finds out the worst way possible.
You can walk if you want to. You can leave. You can tell.
I hate you so much.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. That's the song.
Okay, he's talking. Shh.
Oh, Chase, what did they do
Okay,
to
that
you?
wasn't sexy at all.
Why am I still here? Why do I?
Of the hammer system.
Stage 3 test fire can be available in approximately 10 minutes.
Proceed.
Choice. Whatever they've said to you, done to you. Julian, please return to power to help you. I cannot
Need
promise
subtitles.
you a return to your body. It will not work that way. But maybe.
Well, now the shit hit the fan.
Oh, you want out? I can help.
This is actually a really good plot. Right, this
Yeah.
particular moment is really good.
Also, this
Like-
strengthens my theory that the Union is the actual good guys.
I mean, yeah, possibly.
Happening. Doctor? Look.
So did anybody understand what Robo Chase was saying?
Now.
I vaguely, he's basically demanding,
A little bit.
He
kill
wa-
the
he wa-
copy,
Yeah.
let me out. Basically,
Yeah,
wants
that's
his
what I
own
got too.
body.
But he said something specific about the Union.
Yeah, I heard
the
Union. and then I
Union said that they could put him in his body again.
All right.
Yeah, the Union is helping him because he wants his own body back.
Yeah, and
And they've obviously done something to try to
yeah,
stabilize
yeah,
him.
like
Because remember what in the second episode? If you're in too long in a mech, your mind gets fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because your body, your mind adapts to that body.
Yeah, and that's what's been happening to Chase.
Oh yeah, we watched Evangelion.
Oh yeah, War of the Worlds.
Okay, how did an entire strike force sneak up on them like this?
Bad writing.
by walking.
Yeah, it's a big open field. It's a big fucking open field.
Like the giant mecha was invisible. Were they all invisible?
How they found them too.
Why'd they go uninvisible?
I don't know.
That seems counterintuitive.
Also, why use spider droids in a place like this? They are not good on flat ground.
You need those wheels.
Focus on fighting. But seriously,
Whoosh.
the backgrounds are really great.
Yes. Let's all compliment the backgrounds instead of
cuts
the
the sky.
hideous
I'm
shot
loving-
composition.
I'm
all
loving every
times.
single
Yeah,
shot
that-
right
yeah,
now.
true.
And it's sexy and
Why doesn't the big tripod
Dashie,
have a
killing
big
me.
fucking cannon?
okay, but it's full sexy. Look at that shit. Like to see
That's
you
not how
try.
physics works, but alright.
I like how
was
creepy
it
they
fading?
made that mecha. What is that? What is that? What are those things?
What? That's the
Those
the
tornado
mini-
things. What the hell is that supposed to do?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Oh look, normal cars!
That was hot. Ooh.
Why aren't you taking the high ground?
Let me join you.
Kazu.
I understood what he was saying. Yay! I mean, it wasn't very hard to understand.
Subtitles. This
Okay,
bullshit again.
why are you the only one doing this shit?
This is so. And this is just.
Go be gay in space.
This whole mind linking them with each other is just bullshit anyway.
Yeah, but
Hey
she's
guys, they saw Pacific Rim too.
so far she's the only one that's done this, and that's kind of
Nice.
I mean, I guess that could make sense.
Why is it helping though? Like, does he not know how to do that or something?
He was trapped.
He-
He was
he-
the only
But why? But
Bring
why
on
did
this
helping
guy.
him Why did like moving for him do anything
Because-
differently?
Because she's got other eyes and just
because
two's
he-
better than
because
one.
he
That's
ga-
why
he
I say in the
gained-
bedroom. I mean, and everywhere.
We'll explain. I'll explain it when we get through this, because I think I have an idea on that.
He gains 25% more plot armor.
Oh my god.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Intruder alert.
You're wrong.
Your breaches.
What, you're wrong?
Your face is wrong. But for real, let me. What are those? That looks real. I like that.
Oh, Sentinels are back.
Yeah.
We just got penetrated.
We can fly if we want to. We can break. Really?
Calvin.
Wow. Okay, security.
Just walk in and get called.
Contingent is headed your way.
We shouldn't be a burden much longer. I'd like to request an extended use of one of your...
Know when you're on the move.
Genlock team, get your holons back to your transport and prepare for download. You're in danger, do you hear?
Doctor, what's wrong?
Enemies in the base, your bodies are in danger.
Yeah.
Chase, fall back!
Aren't they privy to the comms?
My body can't run, Yaz.
Oh, that makes sense.
I also like they finally have bullet holes in them.
Yeah.
Massive improvement over RWBY already. Bullet
Battle
holes.
damage.
Yeah.
I mean, the environment doesn't have...
Spider butt. Spider butt.
Spider bot.
I mean, Gradius can do that. Like, it's one of his main things that he can do.
You can leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
Caliban.
That's Jinzo, and the drone was a trap card.
That seems about your speed. Take it. Valentina energy rifle there.
Who's a trap? What? Oh.
Doctor?
Time to fly again, Mr. Bird. Look after your team. I'll join you when I can. Caliban, you do not leave their side. Omega protocols apply.
Oh, are they going to kill David Tennant?
Yeah, they are.
Omega?
They're so gonna do it. They're so gonna do it. Which makes no fucking sense, because he's one of the most important people in the entire Vanguard.
Go!
Well, you see,
No,
Yeah,
I think they're going to
it's
try
some-
and capture him, and he's going to
But
go
dude-
out like a hero.
Oh yeah, yes, they
But
capture him because
if they do
because
kill
they
him,
need
if they do kill him, he's
alive.
gonna if they do kill him, you know he
Yeah,
uploaded
they
his
need
brain
him,
somewhere.
They need him alive so they can get Chase, the original Chase, like back to a body or something. Because he's the only one who knows how to do it.
If he dies, he's not gonna die because his brain is uploaded somewhere. You know it.
In the robot that he's sent.
Like in somebody's iPod.
Technology. I have something new right here.
there was a guy behind him.
With my compliments.
Just hiding the thing
Oh my-
behind his back, but there's
Yeah.
a
Oh
guy
my
who's
God.
literally behind him.
Yep,
That oh my god!
fucking called that. Yeah, but when the guy's holding something behind his back, you think they have a little more caution.
Yeah, and it was a pretty easy thing to guess, to be honest.
Close enough. We can cut over to the central lift.
That was. Oh, okay, shut up.
He'll regenerate as a woman. Oh no, wait, David Tennant didn't regenerate.
it wasn't-
He regenerated.
He'll regenerate.
He'll regenerate in
Peter
the Matt
Capaldi.
Smith.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
but
And
still,
then Peter Capaldi.
The joke
Then
still
a woman.
applies.
Fucking
Joke still
darn right now.
applies. It's done.
then-
I'm all
then
super
Joe
stressed,
Dick.
and you guys are yap.
But oh no.
The cake wasn't a
Party.
lie.
Oh.
Here we go.
So Leon was actually giving that's aw.
Yeah, he was doing the party. He was throwing the party.
He put a fucking guitar on the side?
Yeah, did you see that? He was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I'm so busy thinking about so many other things.
Kazu, I love him.
Suplex City, motherfucker! Ooh, yeah!
Kazu is bae.
Yeah, Fox attack!
It didn't do anything.
It distracted him.
Nah.
Alright, Ray, got it.
That is hot. Oh my god. Whew.
So are these people in suits or are they robots?
Probably people in suits.
They have the suits. Because they need to have the suits when they do the whole non-Lincoln thing.
Why does that redheaded girl look so weird?
Lighting.
Yeah, it was weird. And also, she sounded like Lindsay.
It's the lighting.
What are you doing back here?
Because we need a lift to our transport. You're only in danger if we stay.
Vámonos.
Spanish Miles to the rescue! This isn't unsafe.
That's nice. I like that shot.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Oh,
It
so he can
was.
feel his body, I guess? That's it. Okay. Oh, look, something shiny.
I want my dick back! There is no dick!
There is no. And then he just like, oh, and then he just fucks off.
Well, never mind then. It's useless then.
Oh. That's, where's Miranda? Would he hurt Miranda, though? Like,
Wait, so would this make it a love quadrangle if Miranda
Oh,
and
god
the
damn it.
other...
Yeah, he doesn't know. The original Chase.
Do I dump my boyfriend
Yeah, the
for my
original
dead
Chase
ex
doesn't
or my
know
dead
that the girl is dating
evil
someone
ex?
else. The original Chase.
Oh, you're
doesn't
right,
know
the
that.
original doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Can you...
For a Union pilot, you're
Don't
not
say it.
bad.
I don't know what that scene was supposed to be.
now she can fly the thing. She was a pilot.
Why isn't the tripod just one massive cannon instead of just a bunch of tiny guns?
Cost
Does it need-
efficiency.
Because it needs to look cool walking? Oh, shit. Why did it not explode? Why didn't it not explode? Does it...
Because they don't know... Because the people at Rooster Teeth don't know how missiles work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll explode on impact, but not impact with the main character.
Yeah, plot armor.
Okay.
Don't tell
But
me
it
that's
would
a
though,
fucking
right?
rail gun or something.
What? Why is it... That seems like a really...
They mentioned that railgun earlier.
Oh, they did?
Really?
Yeah. As soon as the thing showed
Oh,
up, they were
right,
like,
right.
Start
okay.
charging the thing. They called it something.
Okay, I
And, guys, it's gonna self-destruct and kill everyone there.
Oh, why would it do something silly like that now?
Why not use nanomachines? Just kill everyone.
Fall?
That's a legitimately good question. Where are the nanomachines?
There you go. Did you
Oh,
fucking see that?
There you go.
oh.
Toffee!
Hey, it was
You're a genius.
carrying them.
but still though, oh my god.
Oh
The
yeah,
music?
sad music for
Really?
people we have no
No,
attention.
no.
Sad
Who's
music.
down there?
All
Who's down there?
The general bitch.
Where's Spanish Miles?
The Colonel.
Um,
Him.
he should still be
Migas?
in the car with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I don't think they show
no,
him in the car.
No, he
but-
stayed. He stayed.
Oh, he didn't just.
Everybody
Oh,
was
shit.
car on the-
Leon?
Everyone was there.
Miranda?
Chase, we need
Oh my god, if they killed off Miranda, that'd be fucking hardcore. But I doubt they're going to do that, but, like, I would be really impressed.
They kill off Miranda. Evil Chase is all sad, and then normal Chase is like, dude, she was fucking somebody else.
Oh well,
And
yeah,
then
fuck that
Evil
bitch,
Chase
man.
and normal Chase fist bump and then go off to fuck robo bitches in space. That's gonna be the last 2 episodes, I swear.
You didn't even show them
Dude.
die, pussy.
Wow.
yeah.
That was action packed.
They all like sealed themselves in
heart.
saran wrap like real quick.
Oh my god.
For fuck's sake.
But in like, do nanobots bats? Oh my god, I can't fucking English ever. Nanobots necessarily always have to kill, or can they do something else?
They've shown that they can basically just restrain people by like threatening them.
You're breathing, like they were like choking them. The people,
Yeah,
right?
you better know what concept they are using for the nanomachines.
What?
I was asking Dashie. It's because the nanomachines. What I've been guessing what they've been doing with them is they use the sci-fi. They use that specific sci-fi nanomachine idea that it goes into you and kills you from the inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean that's what I'm saying.
Because
Like the only thing I
it's
associate
easier
it
way
with is
than-
that it kills you.
Yeah, because
But can they do
did
something
establish in
else?
episode
Up
1.
to the show, I guess.
Yeah, they did establish in episode 1 that if the mech pods, mech cockpits are airproof, like sealed, then the
Right.
nanobots cannot get in. So they have been established that they cannot go through like thick steel.
Right, because they're like smoke and like
Yeah,
gas
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Poison.
So instead they attack the human body itself and just go into the body and kill you from the inside.
So
Right.
so let's
I mean,
go.
that's what I'm asking. Like, if they
Yeah.
necessarily all have to die if they inhale whatever, like all these people.
Yeah,
all
they're
these-
enemies. Also, one more thing. This outpost was the thing that held the Union back for years. Like now the big line has been broken, so now the Union can actually advance further into the U.S.
Yeah. kind of.
They have five robots now, and they just wiped them out, as opposed to all the time when they had one robot, and they just didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the idea is that they also had a robot of their own at this time around to distract the other 5.
That's probably
okay,
why
but-
they needed him to distract them. So the big
But
fucking walker.
let's
there.
step through this episode. First things first. The Miranda and Chase scene, that was
Awkward.
it was strong on Miranda's side, I thought. Weak on Chase on Michael B. Jordan's. Michael B. Jordan's performance, I thought, was really flat there for someone who should be equally as confused as to why there was a second him. He should have been equally as outraged and been like trying to get her on his side as, look, no, I'm just as like confused as you are. I have no idea what the hell happened there.
I've yet to hear a single shred of emotion from the voice actors. It's all been monotone the whole entire show.
Well, for Michael B. Jordan, I can agree. He seems very monotone in this performance, and I have to wonder.
I generally cannot call it a performance. He's just reading a script.
It feels that way. It does feel that way. However, getting down to the episode. Okay, Leon talking about Gibieta debriefing.
Before you go on with that, like as far as his performance, I agree that he was very boring. He's very monotone. But out of all of them, at least he like showed something here a little bit, just a very small amount more. But that's it though. It still needs to be more.
Yeah, it still needs to be more. But you're right. It feels like there is something there, but it doesn't feel like it's enough. It's not enough.
Maybe because he's Diet Chase instead of like original Chase. Maybe.
If they go that route, maybe. Because his performance as Robot Chase with all the distortions and how they do that works. That's really.
I mean,
that's...
what I'm guessing, they just like record specific words or phrases and then they just scramble them up, and
Oh, definitely. But
it works. It works that way.
It's been through. So Leon, the Gray's character, I guess, is Leon. Mm-hmm. And he was like, basically he was going to throw him a party, but he was being kind of a tsundere about it. That's kind of nice. And then, of course, the big drop is, holy crap, they did something really cool. There's a copy of Chase that's evil. Well, not the copy is the good guy, and the original is now evil.
Yeah, not necessarily evil, just because he's dying.
The union.
Yeah.
He's dying.
We don't know if it's evil.
No, because they established in episode 2 that if you're in the mech for too long, then it's just fucking with your mind. It's been years, literal years.
Oh.
So his mind has been just reduced to that.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So, like, when it comes down to it, this is like when they said that they wanted to ape things from like Gen Urobuchi's writing style. this is the kind of stuff I think they were talking about, and for what it's worth, good on them. This is actually decently well done.
Yeah,
this particular
this
plot
is the
point,
first
I actually really like it.
Really good plot point they have had.
My main concern is, of course, it's tied to one of the blandest characters in the show, at least from my opinion. But I can appreciate there is some genuine body horror in this, some genuine like existential horror in this about how do you fight a copy of yourself? You know all your best moves. How do you?
Well, you're forgetting that Copy Chase can fucking fly.
Yes,
and none of the other mechs can.
Counterpoint. Original Chase has 4 arms,
and he ripped off the fucking bunny girl's head easily, and fought like 4 of them at once.
So, like, you both kind of have new moves. That doesn't mean they're your best ones.
Yeah, so Copy Chase is more agile, but the Original Chase is a lot more powerful. We still haven't seen even the armor being like pierced. Like he hasn't taken any damage. While
he hasn't. It's genuinely intimidating that this thing is not taking. We have seen his arms get pulled off. The 2 arms. I think he's missing them currently.
Yeah, and being pushed back by the big sniper, but no real damage.
When the doctor is explaining things to Chase,
the doctor. Oh my God.
The doctor, we'll get to that in a minute, because I both like and dislike that development for a number of reasons.
Same.
He's going over a lot of really important details as to how Genlock started, where basically the origin of the Genlock program itself, and where Chase ties into all of it. But he's explaining things that Chase already knows largely up to a point. And it feels like it's that situation of explaining things that a character should already know.
How so?
Well, they do it more for the audience more than the actual character.
Well, no.
We all know that, right? But like, I don't think it was like that at all. Maybe like the beginning, but then he
the beginning, definitely.
Once
once he got to the part about the actual copies he was making each time they uploaded the brain, that's where it was definitely divergent enough that I think it would be diegetic.
And the fact that he was kidnapped.
Yeah,
that too. But I'm just saying, like, up until that point, until they get to that point, it feels kind of like he's going over things, like explain you were priority. We sent out to get you. You came back. We developed Genlock. We made all the success. It's like everything up until the we made a backup of you, felt kind of like redundant to what Chase would already know.
I don't think it was much.
It wasn't too much. That's why it's a mild complaint. It's not a super strong one, but it's a mild one. I can feel it.
Like how slowly they did it at a few scenes. It was pretty clear that they were just buying time.
I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that quite.
I'm not a fan of like using stills, okay, for like a story or whatever.
Especially with 3D.
Okay?
Especially with 3D. Because
if you're gonna give me stills, I like what they did there because it's like they pull the camera out.
Oh yeah.
Building, and then they were like going. They moved around. Still, it wasn't just still. It was stills. But not
it wasn't the Mass Effect 3 edited ending.
yeah. Now we know that the Union, they did kidnap him, true, but they are trying to get his body. They did upgrade him.
That's the thing, though. It's like, we don't know if we can trust the Union. Well, all we know is that they are the quote-unquote bad guys.
Yeah, to be fair, they hold in the word Chase. Chase obviously has freedom because he's doing all kinds of things on his own and not have any supervision. He even led the assault. So he's a very trusted and important member of the Union. So this just strengthens my original hypothesis that the Union are the good guys, unless proven otherwise.
Or he wants something very specific, so they could manipulate him.
Yeah.
Easily.
But it is
war. I want my dick back!
I mean, the Vanguard is basically using child soldiers.
So, yeah, by their very own definition, they have to use child soldiers because if you're as old as Gray, you're too old.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Union uses nanobots, robots, and remotely controlled things. And
unless those guys are actually guys in suits,
I think they're actually guys.
Would lend a lot of credence to the fact that you took one down with a fucking knife.
The Sentinels and all those things. They are obviously unmanned.
Are they obviously unmanned?
The
Sentinels, they're too small to be manned.
Oh yeah, the Sentinels, but like the spider tanks.
Yeah,
they
well,
could
we
be
haven't
manned.
seen anyone being inside of them, so we can't really presume if there's actually people in them.
What they're not gonna shoot one and then just have like blood dripping out the bottom of it.
It would be cool.
But
It'd be cool.
before like okay, here's the thing that made me laugh my ass off when I was recording this episode, because spoiler alert, I watched it early.
Surprise.
So the Union demonstrates that they are able to kidnap their robots.
Yeah.
And then they're immediately like, no more copies. If we get another robot kidnapped, fuck us.
Yeah, it's like
wouldn't
why
you make
why,
more
why
copies
just,
if that was the
like,
case?
If you have the ability to make a perfect digital copy of a human mind, which is physically impossible to do, why just not make an army?
Well, no, that's the thing, is that, like, I don't... It raises questions about the whole copying process. It definitely does.
No, because, okay, they said as soon as you got kidnapped, we stopped copying. As if that was the problem.
Yeah.
That was the solution. They wouldn't have Chase if they didn't make copies.
Yeah,
so now they're fucking
Fatman,
themselves.
lower it down a level.
Whoa.
Fatman, lower it down a level, okay?
Yeah.
Because think about this now. If I'm trying to think of this. I do find that it is a weird choice for them, an unusual choice, but also still kind of an ethical one, because making copies is still horrible. Think about this. Think about this from the angle of the Doctor. All right, you've literally just sentenced a person to permanently, basically, never be able to return to his body. You've replaced him in his own body, so even if he does somehow make it back to you, he will never be able to get put back in.
Counterpoint. Counterpoint. The Union controls most of the entire planet. The Vanguard controls half of the U.S. They're losing the war. They have to use everything they can to win, to actually survive. And they are not.
Yeah.
See, my big thing is why
sacrificing Chase. He's gonna get fucked up because he finds out there's copies and clones of him. Essentially, one guy.
Well, I mean,
one guy versus billions of innocent lives.
Raymond, you were trying to speak. What are you saying?
My question is, why weren't they just upfront about the copying thing?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would think anyone in that situation, especially like when you go, okay, look, we're gonna copy your brain and make a backup just in case things go wrong. So if your mech dies out there and we can't get to you in time, or if something happens and you get captured, we can have a backup of you at the ready. Are you okay with that? And
yeah. Exactly.
Okay, and if the guy says, no, I am not okay with it, fine, go ahead. Lie your ass off. Go right ahead and do that. It doesn't matter. But if the guy says, okay, I'm good with that, then you know that if he gets captured by the enemy, he's not going to come back and want his original body.
You remember the bodyguard, how her head got torn off and it physically affected her? It just raises the question, if the mech suffer enough stress, will it kill the actual person controlling it?
I don't think so. I don't think the connection is.
Can it give you a heart attack? I don't know.
If she got her head ripped off, I think that's the high bar for.
The mech is still functional, but if the mech is reduced to blow it up,
the big thing, I think it's the core. It's the core that if you damage the core, is it very possible you kill them.
Yeah, the main CPU, essentially.
If you don't damage that, then they can basically tank any damage they take emotionally and what's the term? It's like mental, but at the same time not mental. It's like physical as well.
Psychological.
What I was saying is with the heart attack thing is if you get enough emotional damage or mental damage, you can die of shock, right?
Yeah, they did demonstrate that
shit.
Damage to the mech does reflect on it because your brain is uploaded to it, so your brain believes that this mech is your body. So
yes,
it still behaves in certain ways.
Here's the thing with that is that their brains are uploaded to the mechs.
Yeah.
But the way it works is that their brains are no longer in their actual corporeal bodies; they're in the robots. So when the brain is sending signals to, when it goes through shock, and it basically sends the signals that would end up killing a normal human, the robot body can have things in place to prevent that from happening and actually killing the person.
They did,
and because they're not in their human body, those signals aren't being sent to the human body.
Yeah, they did touch on that a little bit when the body girl was adjusting her behavior then, which was bullshit, but still.
I mean, I like that. That raises a lot of ethical questions that I'm actually very fascinated by.
Yeah, like, that is, like, if you ask me, that is, like, ethically worse than cloning somebody.
Now I have a question for you guys.
What's
up? Do you think a bad quote or original chase would hurt Miranda?
I don't
that's
think
a
so.
good question.
I don't think so because original Chase still believes that they are dating, and wants to get back to her.
Well, yes.
Wait, no, we don't know if he still like thinks. Well, no, actually, we know that he's not living in that time. Like his brain is not only in that time where he was dating.
Yeah, true. Like his mind is fucked beyond belief. So it might be damaged enough so he could
I
kill
think
her.
if he learns that she was dating someone else, I think that would ultimately wind up being
yeah.
Well, ultimately wind up.
He'll kill her because she's dating someone else.
Possibly, he's gone absolutely fucking bonkers to the point that he's switched sides. Like,
I think if anything, they'll use her to calm him down somehow.
Possibly. I know. So okay, I'm gonna call the finale of this. The finale of this series, this season, is going to be them retaking the base. I think that's it because we didn't. Okay, so we didn't see anyone important die at the base. So what I'm guessing is going to happen is that in the next episode, we're going to learn there's a group of survivors that are holding out, that are trying to survive, and then episode 8 is going to be the Genlocks mounting a massive rescue mission.
I mean, the doctor. We saw the doctor.
The doctor did die.
But again,
well,
again, I think his brain is downloaded somewhere.
Yeah. His brain has to be
Why wouldn't
uploaded
you?
somewhere because it's just that was the dumbest fucking move.
It's in Caliban.
In episode 3, he's like, "Oh, I can't clone myself. I've tried. Fuck you, liar."
Yeah,
cloning yourself is different than
downloading
your brain, though.
The doctor is
It's different.
But he can put his body in a robot.
No, he can't. He's too old. He's too old.
Yeah, in matter of warfare R&R, he's the most important person of the entirety of the Vanguard.
But if he's too old to use a genlock,
he can still be in a computer.
All right, no. Here's what I'm thinking is going to happen. It's going to turn out he's been researching this since he was young. He did a somewhat successful genlock when he was like in his 20s.
The robot.
Basically, he had a backup of himself made, but it's nowhere near as adult or as intelligent as he is now.
Yeah,
so basically, it would become another. I think it's implanted in Caliban.
Yeah, I think it's just a robot. It has to be. There's no other way.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, because I think those were the codes. What is it? Omega something? Omega Protocol.
Yeah, some kind of protocol.
Or whatever. And then the dude agreed.
Last protocol. That's what it is. So I'm guessing that Caliban is going to become the next Dr. Weller. And it's going to be like in the end of the next.
That's a good theory.
At the end of the next episode, it's going to be like, well, that was unfortunate. How are you all holding up?
I know, right?
So let's see.
Hold on. Let me look at the clip real quick. Hold on. Did it say Omega?
Right. While you're doing that, I'm going to ask you a question. Is Miranda
active. Acknowledge? Yeah.
Is Miranda's like attitude towards him in the beginning, was that justified? You think?
No. I like that. Like I said, I think the biggest issue is on Chase's side because he should be expressing disbelief like she is.
Yeah, he totally just pieced out.
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, I can't handle feelings, yo, peace."
Yeah, she's acting like such a cunt. You had a clone, you didn't tell me. How the fuck should I know? I found out yesterday.
No, because that's the thing. It's like he should get angry back because that's not something that's in his control. She assumes that because he's in the program, he knows everything about the program.
Yeah.
That's a mistake everyone makes in real life. Just because you're part of, say, a political party doesn't mean you know everything going on with every member of that political party.
Yep.
That
unless, of course, you're from the other political
party. Of course. So that's the big thing is that like people that aren't on the inside always think that people on the inside know more than they're letting on. So her assuming that Chase would know about this makes sense from an illogical standpoint. From a human standpoint.
Yeah.
So Chase being like, Chase needing to be defensive and arguing back would have been a really strong emotional scene of, hey, I'm in this, I'm in the dark just like you. It would have been a bonding moment for them. It would have been.
Yeah, but the problem is that would require Chase to express emotion, and he's not capable of it.
Look, I'm not gonna harp on Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I'm not gonna shit on him too much right now. Like I've already covered that.
The right end is the biggest
I've
problem.
already covered that.
I don't think it's Michael B. Jordan's fault. I think it's the script's fault.
It could be. Well, I mean, he's also an executive producer, so he has like hard say on what happens.
Okay, then he's just shit.
The one line I didn't like, one line that Miranda said that I didn't like was like, "How do I know you're not my Chase?" It's like my Chase. Like,
yeah, you're dating someone else, bitch.
You're screwing someone else. Yeah.
No.
Like,
I get this. All right, because like
the phrasing. It was just
she hasn't. I don't think she's moved on. I think we've seen a lot of indications that she hasn't moved on from Chase. That she's just trying to cope, but she's not successfully doing it.
Yeah.
That she's. I think she jumped in that relationship to kind of try and bury her relationship with Chase, but she's still clinging on to it. So her saying that makes sense to me.
Any inkling of how long they were together before he died?
A couple.
Because it seems like she was like just introduced to his parents. It didn't seem like her and his parents had any sort of relationship before the first episode.
Yep.
Well,
it kind of feels like this is like, I don't know, like anniversary maybe. Like, well, how long do you wait before you introduce your girlfriend to your parents?
It depends. I mean, they are in military service, so they're alone together for a long time.
Everyone moves different paces, so I don't want to make a judgment on that.
Yeah, it really depends. So one thing that Flu pointed out that I missed completely, the call signs that all of them have. The Japanese guy's call sign is fucking Shogun.
I mean, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, it's not.
To be fair,
racist.
I would want Shogun. All right, like I would be like.
Yeah, but it's like the only Japanese person has like the most stereotypical fucking name you could ever fucking pick.
There's something that I loved that you guys, I know you're gonna fucking just
also
shit on.
Chase is Chaser.
Okay, let me fucking finish. Hold on.
I think I can guess.
Is the merging of bodies?
Yeah.
Like the merging of minds.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up.
Like, how come she could do it? I like that. I like the visuals, and they were sexy as fuck.
The reason why I think she helped is because she had a different angle on the situation. So
she was able to see.
It does.
She was able to see how much in trouble he was.
No.
And he also was trapped. He was tied down.
How did she physically move him harder?
Yeah,
it's not that she physically moved him harder. It's she moved him better. Here's the thing.
He's tied up.
One big point, please. She's a sniper. The best thing for her to do was to shoot them, not just do that thing.
There was way too many to shoot. There was way too many.
Pull the trigger. Dun, 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 dun. It's semi-automatic.
That's why they show her reload.
Yeah, you cannot reload it now. It's still a fucking semi-automatic. At least
okay,
if we have seen.
If I can get my word in here.
Yeah, sorry.
The reason I think this worked is because she had a different visual angle on him and could see a weakness in the pin.
It's still horseshit.
I don't think it is, because if you can see outside of yourself, have you ever like been in an action film and you looked at someone and they did something incredibly stupid and you're like, oh, I could have gotten out of that.
Yeah, but
that's the exact same thing, but she can actually intervene.
Yeah, but they have not explained how this mind link thing works.
They've tried to. I don't know if it's super, but basically the idea is you can kind of like.
They only mention that it exists. They didn't explain how it works.
You got a point there, but I can kind of infer.
Tied up and pinned down.
Until they explain how the fuck that thing works, it's complete bullshit.
She basically just wait. Is he up by the time they cut back from the thing?
Let's see.
I'm gonna watch this in slow motion. I just think they want their gay ship.
Also, Chase denied. Chase denied the one with the yellow back who wanted to do the mind link thing. That fucking
he's like up like already. By the time she gets down there, he's like not pinned anymore.
No,
He
he
just,
was on the fucking floor.
Well, he was pinned, then she jumped in. I'm watching this now at half speed.
Mhm.
She picks up his swords, and then she stabs them down with him. Stabs back. Yeah, he's already standing by the time they cut back.
Well, they do
Yeah,
that kind of shit
he's-
in RWBY all the time.
Yeah. He got up and then they just detached the
and if they actually follow what was going on with the battle, none of the mechs are where they are supposed to be. Like, not just an anime mechs, but the other mechs, the bulky mechs, the spider robot things. They keep
The rest of the fight, I'm generally okay with because it's a very messy battle scene. That's fine. But this in particular, Fatman, you are. I think I'm leaning. You're more right in this circumstance than my attempt to defend it. It's like the whole dance thing is really cool and the motion there is really neat. But does putting two brains in one robot make it stronger? Not stronger. More elegant or more efficient.
Whatever.
Pacific Rim.
Like, there's a tangible benefit to putting two
I think it
brains
does.
in
I think
one.
it does make it stronger. Now that you say, because what's her face was saying, what's her face was saying, Jace, merge with me or whatever. I'll help you or whatever. I think it does.
Rejected.
Yeah.
Let's not do this now. Like, it's so monotone. I hate it so much.
Yeah. While the boys are doing that, in Discord, yo boy Neptune, you're saying that did it hit me in the feels when Weller bit it for a second, but then I'm like, nah, he downloaded it. I know I'm not even gonna bother with these
You want to know
guys,
how
so.
is that they didn't?
So there you go, yo boy Neptune.
They did not linger on his death. Like they literally just had they walked into the room. And we're like, "What up, boy? We're going to take you." And he's like, "What up, dudes? No, you ain't." And he just yeeted out.
He's like, listen, Gray, I worked with Moffat for years, and I want out of this.
Keep in mind, they did the slow motion and sad music for characters we have no attachment to, but not the fucking Doctor.
Actually, I don't think Tennant worked with Moffat. Not until like the last episode.
Really?
Let me see. Moffat. I think he worked with Davies. I think it was Davies.
When David Hayter, David Hayter, no, when David.
Going back to
David
Discord
Tennant,
here.
When David Tennant was a doctor, Moffat was a writer, not a showrunner.
Right.
Oh yeah. He was in the Dalek episode and the Blink episode.
He made those.
Yeah. So he was in there. Yeah.
He's a good writer, but a shit showrunner.
Yeah. Moffat was
Doctor Who and the Curse of the Fatal Death. Oh, it's a comic relief special. Okay, never mind.
Isa wants to know, did the writing improve?
No.
If so, who is responsible?
No.
In some places, like in the overall concept, it's improved a bit because the idea of copies.
Yeah,
the existential dread of copies.
You're mistaken.
Okay, so we have one plot point. Okay, now we have how many episodes are we in? We're 6 episodes in.
6 out of
we are
8.
6 episodes in out of 8, and we are at our first plot point. Our first big plot point.
If this were a standard anime, like if this were a standard length like anime or an animated show, like went like 20 episodes, that would be fine. We would have so much more time to work with. We know we have breathing room. But this is 8 episodes, and that does
even
It's
12
not gonna be
episodes.
8
Even
episodes.
12 episodes
They're
will be
adding
very
more.
beneficial.
They're
adding,
doing more
you know.
seasons, but this season is going to give you 8 episodes, and that's the thing. Is that
Okay.
so? I can tell they're really banking hard for a season 2 right now. They're not.
Yeah, they are just not resolving anything, and just you know that they're gonna do some stupid shit on the climax of the whole season. Okay. Also, who wants to take a bet that they are not gonna explain who the fuck the Vanguard Union are by the end of the season?
You mean the Union?
Yeah.
They are not.
We kind of know who the Vanguard is, but that's like all context.
We really
clues.
don't know. We really don't. We only know where they are, but
they
don't
are
know
U.S.
what they are.
military. That is they're U.S. military, and they're fighting the Union.
That explains
That's about
nothing.
it.
That
That's
explains
basically
nothing.
what we know.
But
As far as that other doctor, the Henry something, or I don't know if Henry was the dude's name or the
I still don't know
character's name.
anyone's name.
Yeah, I wonder if
he-
Henry.
he's just-
Are they gonna? They're probably gonna like back up to where the doctorate for Henry.
Did
is.
they just write him out? They're just like, hey, can we get Sung One for like one episode? And he's like, yeah, man.
And then
fuck
there was
it."
that one redhead chick who was like really blown out because I don't.
Yeah, I wonder who
Oh,
voiced
wait,
her 'cause
wait.
she sounded a lot like Lindsay.
No, she's not a robot. I thought she was like a robot, but she's not. She's human.
She's not a robot. She's just overexposed.
Yep.
How do you overexpose an animation?
Easy. They have done it a few times already. They did it 3 times in this episode. Twice with
No,
the
that's Barbara. I think that's Barbara.
Don't know who that
So
is.
I hear a little bit of Yang when I hear her.
Laurel.
Yanni.
Yeah, she's at like 2044. Listen to her voice. Let me know if that's Yang or not. Like
I know it sounded familiar, and it could be.
think Barbara, but like doing a very low tone voice. Like remember when Yang talks really quiet, like "I'm here for you, Blake. I'm always here." That kind of voice. Think that.
Put your pants down.
Wrong scene. But that definitely
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. At least in your fan fictions.
No.
No,
It's-
I don't hear any Yang in there. Is Barbara in the
I'm
credits?
gonna look for
That would
Or
explain.
Lindsay.
Julian Chase, Miranda. Let's see. Jody Brennan, Abel, Leon August. Great. Chad James, Lawrence Sontag, Gray Haddock, Jen K. Tidwell, Ops Officer. So it's Jen K. Tidwell. Then there's Comms Officer, which is Nano Afrain, Vanguard Tech, Jackie. I don't know who she would be. Ops Officer 2, Christine Stuckert, Miguel Migas Garcia, Michael's Weapon Officer,
Alright, so-
Connor Pickens. Yeah, nope. No Barbara.
Now that I'm looking at the floof memes and stuff, it was different. The beginning where they in the intro where they go choo-choo or whatever to chases like the tank. It was completely different, and he's showing that he all of a sudden is red looking, like he's got this like garb. I don't know if you can see it.
We're not
Okay,
done,
he's-
Floof. Get out of
We're
here.
all to go now. So, I don't know. And now everything's like red, and he's got red eyes.
Yeah,
and,
Floof did screenshot it, I think.
and yes, I did catch that, but I didn't see. I knew it was different. I was like, whoa. There's all that.
Oh, his memes are good.
So-
The Spider-Man one?
Also, Floof, I thought you dropped the show, man.
Oh,
Like, what happened?
so
What are
by
you
the way,
doing?
we are 6 episodes in and they still don't have the unique mechs.
Yeah, that is. They're gonna have them by the end. That's about it. It's gonna be like that moment of, oh yeah, now we got all these really cool upgrades. We're gonna kick some total ass. Like that's where I think it's headed.
I hope episode 7. Like, okay, one thing that I would give a thumbs up to would be if episode 7 was completely the Union.
Yeah,
Like we spend
yeah.
all of episode 7 with the Union.
That would be great. Though at the same
That
time,
would be great.
that maybe just half the episode, I'd be fine with it.
No.
Well, because we need to set up the heroes getting back on the horse.
Nah.
It's already
Yeah.
too late. They can't do too little.
No, what would be good, yeah, is if it's the Union, like if we pick up where, like the nanobots all like clear
Or
out
we
and everybody's like
go
on the floor dead.
into-
Let me finish, please, Tom. Let me finish.
Sorry.
Jeez. And also, like, if they're all going in to like clear out the way, because like the other chase bot or whatever, they tied him down, but they didn't do anything to him. They did, like, that's where I don't remember where it left off because I know they were fighting him. They were going to chase after their body, and then they like hog tied him or whatever. So he was fine.
Yeah, like the next episode, if they want to like show the
And then
Union,
they see him like clear up the Vanguard place, and they start talking or saying something as to why like they're there. Or whatever.
if they
That'd be
do
great.
a Union episode, the best way to do it would be to show it from original Chase's
Mhm.
perspective.
That would be good.
Yeah, something.
Or, maybe giving us a central antagonist we can maybe focus our thoughts around. That might be nice.
Yeah, we still don't have an antagonist.
Like if all of a sudden like you see music, and then the back of somebody's head, and they turn around, and it's MILF, Fatman MILF. Bad guy. But she was a good guy.
I don't know where to take this.
I'm here for my baby boy, she says. Anyway, what?
No, she is the Union. She took over in the 4 years since the attack.
So I'm just trying to, like, I don't know. There's this episode feels weaker than the last one.
No. The last one?
Which is
5?
Yeah.
Really?
The last episode was a mess.
It's what was the last episode? That last one was.
I have no love for this episode, but it was better than 5.
5 is easily on the bottom.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what, like, I don't know. It feels. It's weird because there's a really good plot point in here that I think really ties a lot of the show together, but the rest of the episode just feels kind of limp.
And episode 5 didn't?
I'm trying.
Episode 5 was an erect episode?
For me, it was. That was great.
They don't have a plan. They just don't have a plan.
I mean, episode 5 felt like an in-between episode, so it was fine.
It was filler. It was a filler episode.
Not filler. There's a difference. I distinguish between a filler episode and an in-between episode, where an in-between episode builds up to something, or at least establishes, it's a cooldown from a previous and a build-up to the next.
In an
in-between episode, nothing happens. In a filler episode, something unimportant
if that
happens.
episode didn't happen, what would be different? Nothing. The only thing
Sung-won would be one paycheck down.
Literally, the only thing of importance was 2 minutes. 2 minutes with the entire episode.
I think if that episode would not happen, I think the Union would not have found the Vanguard place.
Did they not know where it was?
Yeah, they knew where it was. They just didn't.
I think because they rescued.
Yeah.
I think because they rescued that scientist. Maybe the scientist had something on him or whatever, or they followed him somehow.
We've known confirmed information that we know that they know from episode 2. They know where exactly where it is, and it's a big military base.
They knew that the doctor was with them. They didn't know where the place was.
No, in episode 2, the spy.
Yeah, they had a spy literally in there.
Yeah,
but the spy flew in from somewhere.
Yeah, obviously they filling in where it was.
I don't know.
And also, then how come they choose now?
Because
it's the episode 6. They needed something to happen.
It's a big military base. They need to gather the forces, and they need to gather the big mechs so they can actually punch through there.
Okay, the only thing I can figure is that in the last episode, capturing the Doctor like they did was a massive change to something. It was something because we never did learn what that encampment was. We never they never established what it, they said that they were taking scientific minds there.
Now we know because Chase wants his original body or some kind of body.
Well, no. We know that Chase was there. We know that Chase Prime was there, but we don't know what that encampment was. We just know they were taking smart people there. So the idea that maybe what they did royally screwed over the Union, and the Union is now launching. They have to launch an assault now. That's the kind of information we need. You see, this is the information we need, Gray. We need information on who are the Union, what do they want,
what's going on, why should we care?
And also
what's going on
because you're writing a war story essentially. And the big thing with war stories, war has rules, in how you do this. You can't
war
just,
is changed.
The reason why they attack the big military base now is because they know that they have all the Hollands there, so they can't attack there until they have proven that their own mech, the original Chase, is able to distract them long enough so they can get the big fucking tripod then over there to spread the nanomachines, which takes a while to get there. And how slowly that they moved, they probably had to wait for it to arrive before they could launch that assault.
They
sent the invasion force weeks ago. It's just slow.
Yeah, he was just walking. That's
we were
thing too.
playing the
Was
song. I can walk 500 miles an hour.
The doctor said, "What is that?" and pointed before it appeared.
Yeah,
he
didn't
probably
s-
saw the shimmer. I'm okay with that
Yeah,
a little
he
bit.
saw like the silhouette or
My
something.
question is, why uncloak?
My mech is glistening.
My question is, why uncloak? Ever?
I know why he did it. So they would deploy the holons because they needed to because the holons can destroy it, so they needed to like deploy them as soon as possible. So then,
But like, why not just like uncloak right in front of the base?
yeah, that
like,
would be
literally
the better option.
right on top of the
yeah,
base.
that would be the better option. That would be the better option.
Well, weren't they trying to steal the bodies?
I think,
Yes.
I think
Sort of.
I think it comes back to Original James because Original James was the one who led the assault, and he wants to kill the copy, so he called him out because remember his mind is not working properly.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can figure is that the reason they uncloaked is because the original Chase wasn't taking any of that shit. He just wanted to go straight for the kill.
Remember in that episode with the spy when he looked in the tank and he's like, I know someone who's gonna be really happy to see you. So it was original Chase.
I remember that. I actually remember that.
Oh yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. 5 shadowing. 6 shadowing.
Okay, calm down with the shadows. You only need
No.
one.
So,
Yeah.
oh wait, do you think Weller uploaded his mind into the spare Holon?
Maybe.
The blue one?
The blue one, because no one's using the blue one.
But he can't go in there. He's too old.
Is he? Like okay, we don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a lie? He's just like nah, fuck that guy. He's voiced by Gray. You got to be just younger, slightly younger
Well,
than you are.
maybe
right
there's
now.
different requirements and different specificities that might actually play into things. Not to mention, at least giving it a try is better than just outright dying.
You'll die by frying.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
More like maybe.
I would love it if that was the like canon excuse. It's like nah, fuck that guy. He sounds like Gray.
Oh lord. Yeah. So this episode.
Sigh. Anyway, go.
No, I overall I like the concepts introduced in this episode, and I think in general the copy concept was delivered well, with the exception of the why did they take the copy thing offline. But I think the body horror of it was delivered quite well.
Like they don't have a self-destruct mechanism.
That is
right.
also a good point.
Oh, but could be fair. It was a prototype, so probably they didn't think of it yet.
Yeah, no, I could see that. I mean, yeah.
Like there are better excuses to not have a self-destruct than to stop making copies.
I know, right?
If Kazuma got, they would have just lost them.
Oh, for fuck's sake! It's just. Okay,
So-
okay, you don't have you do not prioritize any kind of a self-destruct mechanism, but you just cancel out the fucking copy and potentially have an infinite amount of these fucking robot things. Fucking priorities. Man.
No, so so overall, this episode, like, because I thought that episode 5 was leading to something, and I don't think it quite paid off here. I think they focused a little too much on the I mean, I love the body horror stuff, or the mind horror, I guess, stuff, the existential horror stuff, but like, I think overall, they needed to focus more on like the conflict. Like, again, the Silver State, we need to know more, guys. We just need more information. You're not giving us anything to work with here when it comes to the Union. And that's so far been my biggest complaint, and the one that I'm sticking with overall. And I think that's the reason why this episode really does fall flat. We don't know enough about the enemy to really care when they do something.
We literally do not know who are the good guys and bad guys. Like, we do not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The Union has done some very questionable shit, but it's war. It's all kinds of horrible shit happens in war. But we do not know who instigated this war and why. The biggest thing how we
Whereas
know.
I'm enjoying
The
everything.
biggest thing how we know.
Toby, let her speak.
Yeah, sorry.
We you don't need to repeat things.
Where I'm enjoying. I mean, yes, I get it. Oh my god, I would love to know who the fuck the Union is, and so I can check off. Mom is not it, and MILF is not it. And then, but right now, what I love is the freaking like the fight scenes. I'm easy to please, I suppose, but I'm the simple-minded one, and I love this shit like this. Like, I'm not all about mechas or whatever. Anime was never about it. but I like what they're doing with like the new stuff with like joining bodies and like adding the visuals, fucking the cute cami, you know. I like it.
Fatman, final thoughts?
I don't have any thoughts. I don't think. I think I said everything I have to say already.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all so much for joining us. I know this episode was kind of a cacophony in places.
Sorry, Toppy didn't get a final thought.
No, he
did.
did. He did. I literally just just let him have the final thought.
Yeah.
Before you
the
went.
only other thing I was gonna mention about how we view like who is the bad guys in war is like the motivation behind it, like Nazi Germany.
Yeah, we already said that.
So, I know it's a bit of cacophony. Thank you all so much for joining us. A shout out to every single one of our lovely patrons, especially my patrons who support the channel, and everyone in the Tundra Discord. Remember, you too can join the Tundra Discord, where me, Fatman, Dashie, Tom, and Britt, well, mostly just the first four, are regularly active. And we love to interact with the fans and talk to you guys. You too can join for $1 more to any single one of our patrons, Patreons, which are
and like you
the links
saw
down
as
below.
like if we're recording, like you can ask questions too.
Yes,
and
that's the thing. If you're recording, you can ask questions, which Dashie is usually very good about reading out loud, so we can cover that. Thank you all again once more for joining us, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.